Hey guys, today we're going to be an experiment about rusting. So in this experiment where we're looking at rusting, I'm going to set up 5 different conditions. I'm going to set up air only. I'm going to set up something that has a drying agent in, which is going to remove any moisture from the air. This is just water in here, so this will be water and air. Here I have salt water and air, so I've just taken some water and added some normal salt to it. And this is water only. This is boiled cold water with a layer of oil on top to stop any air getting in. And to each of these I'm going to add 2 different nails. I am going to add a normal iron nail, and I'm going to add a galvanised iron nail. Now the galvanised iron nail has a layer over the top of it. This is of a different metal, and the idea of this different metal is that it's going to stop it rusting. So 2 nails going into each condition. And I'm going to leave these here for a few months. I'll check back in periodically with them to see what is happening, and then I'll show you the results right at the end. So day 1, and we can see that the air and the drying agent look pretty clean, but the one in salt water and the one in water have already started to go quite rusty. This is quite a surprise. I didn't think they would go rusty this quickly. And then the one over here in oil and water, you can see that smells maybe, but maybe not. So you can see that the one here in salt water is really starting to go quite rusty, whereas the galvanised nail in there as well isn't. Day 2 of our experiment, and you can see that the nail in air is starting to go a little bit rusty, maybe a little bit down the bottom there. The air in the drying agent looks clean and shiny. In the salt water it looks, well, pretty manky now, and again in water it's starting to go rusty. The one over here in water only looks pretty clean, maybe a few little bits in there, but nothing compared to these 2 over here. Here are my nails. It's been a few months now. We can see the air one is looking a little bit tarnished, the drying agent looking very shiny. The salt water and air, that is just full of rust. The water and air is looking a little bit manky, and then the water only is looking okay over there. I'm going to get those out and show them to you all properly. So here are the results. You can see with our air only, the iron nail is looking pretty good. I was hoping this one would go actually quite rusty, but I guess my set isn't very humid. And then the galvanised nail next to it looks perfect. The drying agent again looks pretty good, and then the galvanised nail next to it, basically no rust on there at all. Now here we have the salt water and air. You can see this nail looks pretty bad. Both of these nails look pretty bad. There is rust all over them. You can see that the paper that I've tried to get it out, it is covered in rust. And if you remember back to what the jar looked like, what the bottle looked like, it was full of rusty bits. Here we have water only, and you can see this is just full of rust. Now with the water that I'd boiled to remove the air, and then put the oil on top so that no air could re-dissolve in it, you can see this doesn't look too bad. It's a little bit manky, but I think that's probably because it's been sitting in water and oil for a couple of months, but it's not really rusted. If we just go back over here, we can look at the galvanised nail, and we can see this actually looks pretty good. It's a little bit manky, but it's not as bad as this nail here, which is really, really horrible and rusted. So from our results, we can say that the 2 things we need for rusting to occur are water and air. So the equation for this reaction is iron plus water plus oxygen turns into iron oxide. Now this iron oxide is this like red, brown, flaky thing that you see around the slide. And a common question in exams is about increasing mass. Now, whatever we have over this side of the equation, we have to have over this side of the equation. So iron oxide is going to have a higher mass than the iron before it, because it's taken on board some of the oxygen, some of the water that has caused it to rust. You may have noticed in the tube where there was salt water, it became full of kind of like brown gunk. That was where the iron was reacting with oxygen and water to produce rust. So the nail will get heavier after it has rusted.